Night falls on a multi-billion-dollar transshipment hub, moving massive cargo tonnage, while just miles inland, open-air fetish markets deal in ancient spiritual artifacts. The port of Lome operates as West Africa's primary deepwater maritime gateway. Heavy red cranes load steel containers, anchoring supply chains across the region. Travel straight north and the industrial skyline is replaced by Kotamuku. The Bata Mariba people engineer these Tata Somba mud tower houses, defensive clay fortresses built completely from the earth of the rugged northern valleys. Running beneath both the shipping ports and the mud castles is a strictly regulated financial grid. The West African CFA franc operates on a fixed exchange parity, locked directly to the euro. That hard currency peg, paired with aggressively updated border control protocols, creates an intensely filtered environment for anyone holding a foreign passport. Togo rewards well-capitalized investors and compliant regional travelers with immense leverage, but it heavily taxes the unorganized, spontaneous visitor. To determine if this environment serves your interests, we map your profile against this decision tree. We divide incoming traffic into 3 distinct profiles: the specialist expat, the digital nomad, and the cultural tourist. The first filtering mechanism is your passport. The logistical rules diverge sharply depending on whether you carry an African Union passport or documentation from Western and non-African nations. The second mechanism is your revenue source. We isolate whether your capital originates from the heavily compressed local labor pool or from external hard currency streams. By weighing the upfront bureaucratic friction against the actual local purchasing power, we can accurately calculate the return on investment for navigating Togo. This scorecard breaks down the mandatory entry toll required before you even approach an airport terminal. For non-African passports, securing a flight requires a valid yellow fever vaccination certificate and a passport with 6 full months of validity. Crucially, you must also clear a strict digital formulaic check. Every incoming traveler has to submit a travel declaration to the official government portal at least 24 hours prior to departure. If you arrive from the US, the UK, or the EU on a standard visa on arrival, border controls limit your initial clearance to a strict 7-day window. Compare that to the 2026 African Union milestone. Citizens of all African nations now bypass that friction entirely, holding an absolute 30-day visa-free exemption to accelerate regional investment. Westerners wanting to stay past that initial 7-day cap must immediately engage with the local immigration bureaucracy in Lome to secure a manual extension. This system operates exactly as designed. It physically repels casual, short-term backpackers while actively clearing the lane for serious regional trade and corporate deployment. The massive capital inflows originate in the dirt. Togo is a premier global exporter of high-grade phosphates, utilizing heavy bucket wheel excavators to carve out multi-billion-dollar raw resource yields. Those industrial mining outputs are heavily subsidized by large-scale commercial agricultural extraction, specifically vast yields of raw cotton. This split-screen matrix compares that macroeconomic wealth against local domestic realities. The official minimum wage sits around 52,000 CFA per month, keeping the average national gross salary compressed near $180. Remote tech engineers and maritime directors operate above this baseline. A hard currency income secures furnished studios in rural agricultural hubs for under $250 a month, while $650 acquires a modernized, gated compound in premium Lome districts. Daily organic logistics are equally optimized. $2 to $5 secures a massive local meal. Preparing the national dish, Fufu, requires manual labor to pound yams and cassava into a dense, smooth dough, served hot with rich palm oil soups. Crossing the border to compete for unskilled domestic wages is a mathematical failure. The economic advantage belongs exclusively to those bringing in remote technical salaries or fulfilling high-tier maritime shipping contracts. This 12-month bar chart tracks Togo's severe equatorial climate cycle. The region absorbs a heavy double wet monsoon layer, peaking between April and July, and striking again from September to November. Those torrential afternoon downpours rapidly degrade unpaved interior paths, functionally locking down overland transit to the northern historical sites. The logistics window opens in November. The cooling Saharan harmattan trade winds push out the humidity, dropping temperatures to their lowest annual brackets and making daily operations highly efficient until February. Inside Lome, navigating the dense public marketplaces during daylight hours yields a high degree of community stability compared to regional sub-Saharan averages. Operational hazards do exist. You must maintain baseline street awareness against opportunistic scooter bag snatching near the crowded port zones, and heavily negotiate pricing with unvetted motorcycle taxis before getting on. Violent armed street syndicates targeting foreigners are exceptionally rare here. Complete your transit planning around the monsoon cycles and keep you head on a swivel in dense crowds, and the physical environment is highly secure. This final summary matrix calculates the definitive return on investment for our 3 target profiles. For the corporate expat and maritime specialist, this is a strict go. The favorable housing arbitrage and deepwater trade networks heavily outweigh localized infrastructure gaps. For the hard currency digital nomad, this is a conditional go. The extreme cost savings work in your favor, provided you have the operational patience to process the initial 7-day visa extension upon arrival. For the casual Western tourist, this is a no-go. The rigid online pre-clearance, mandatory vaccinations, and tight weather windows make spontaneous travel functionally impossible unless you hold an African Union passport. But if you clear the bureaucratic toll, you secure unvarnished access to ancient community heritage, isolated from the noise of mass global tourism. You find a society driven by festive drum circles and defined by the precision of their world-renowned, mathematically complex woven textiles. Would you baseline your next professional asset track inside a strategic West African gateway where the largest Voodoo market meets the region's deepest shipping canals? Let us know in the comments below. Next stop, Tonga, the sovereign Polynesian royal kingdoms, migrating humpback whales, and deep ocean volcanic trenches of the South Pacific. Subscribe to stay real.